The real thing. As we went into the crew quarters, Dr. Drax said it was nice that I was going to see my daughter on this particular day. I wasn't sure what she meant. When I got inside the house, the place was full of balloons and piles of crumpled up gift wrapping. Florida shouted, "Hi, Daddy, where's my present?" I said, "What present?" "Oh, stop teasing," said Florida, grinning at everyone. "He always remembers my birthday, really." It was Florida's birthday? How was I supposed to know that? How did everyone else know? Dr. Drax told everyone. She knew because it was on the forms. Look what Mr. Xanadu got me. It was a doll, like a Barbie, but it wasn't Barbie. It was Florida in her blue Power Rangers spacesuit. It really looked like her, like she'd been miniaturized by a wicked super magi. When you squeezed it, she said, "What do you mean, weightless? Am I going to lose weight?" "How cool is that?" smiled Florida. I knew right away what it was. It was a prototype of one of his Astro Kids dolls. "What did you get for Florida, Mr. Digby?" said Hassan. "We've been hearing about the time you bought her a pony." "Oh, really?" "And also about all the great party games you play. Will you show us a card trick?" said Samson too. "They interest me psychologically." "Maybe later. Just now I'm going to give Florida her present, in private." We went into the kitchen. I said, "Why didn't you tell me it was your birthday?" "You're supposed to know. You are my dad, you know." "I am not your dad. I'm only pretending, remember?" "Are you saying you haven't got me a present?" "I'm going to give you a birthday treat. This is it. I'm going to save your life." I told her everything, all the stuff about this being a secret mission and Shenzhen having the measles. Florida said, "Ken Mattingly." "What?" "Ken Mattingly was supposed to go on Apollo 13, but he was pulled off at the last minute, just like Shenzhen, because of German measles. And after that, everything went wrong, and they all nearly died. He suffered terrible guilt feelings for the rest of his life." "That's it, exactly. They were in terrible danger, and we're in terrible danger. We've got to get out of here. You thought it was bad when I nearly drove a Porsche. A Porsche goes 170 miles an hour. Do you have any idea how fast the infinite possibility goes? We are in trouble." "You're my dad. Get me out of it." "No, that's just it. I'm not your dad. I can't do card tricks. I didn't get you a pony. And I don't call you my little princess." "But..." "Ring your real dad." "What for?" "We're in trouble. He can get us out of it. He's a dad. That's what he's for." I was thinking how simple it all was. Florida would ring her dad. He'd probably go nuts. But from then on, I would no longer be in charge. I wouldn't have to be a grown-up anymore. Florida said her dad was too busy and I should bring my dad instead. I said, "That wouldn't work. Besides, what can my dad do? He never goes anywhere. Your dad knows about these things. He could be here in minutes. He could..." "No one can get to China in minutes, Liam. He's not Superman." "No, but he is your dad. He won't want his little princess blasting off in a rocket to space, will he? Especially when he finds out the only person who knows anything about flying rockets isn't coming, and the so-called responsible adult is 12 years old." I gave her my Drax phone. I told her to call, now, before it was too late. She fiddled with the phone for a bit, and then she said quietly, "Liam, I haven't got a dad." I didn't understand. What she just said didn't make any sense. "What do you mean?" "I mean, I haven't got a dad. It's just me and Mum and Orlando and Ibiza." "But your dad travels the world. That's why he's named you after faraway places." "We never go anywhere. My dad left just after Orlando was born. I don't know where he is. He had a big row with Mum and never came back. Even when he was there, he never did any of the things I said he did. You know, taking pictures, buying ponies, anything like that. He just used to watch the Holiday Channel. That's where he got our names from." This was unexpected. I said, "Okay, well if you did have a dad, if you had a dad now, he would not let you sit on top of a 200 feet inflammable fuel. He would not let you be sent up into the air in thousands no." I said, "Okay, well if you did have a dad, if you had a dad now, he would not let you sit on top of 200 feet of inflammable fuel. He would not let you be sent up into the air at thousands of miles per hour. He would be very concerned at the thought of you experiencing 40G. He would be worried if you went on a big ride, and this is not a ride. The point is, this is not a ride. This is the real thing. Florida looked a bit surprised. But Liam, if I got famous, my dad, wherever he is in the world, he'd see me, wouldn't he? He'd come back and find me. Or at least he'd know about me, you know. He'd go around telling people he was my dad. He'd be proud of me. That's why I want to be famous. That's why I want to go on the rocket. I wasn't quite sure what to say. I think I was probably quiet for a while, because in the end she said, Liam, have you fallen asleep? No, I'm just thinking. I realised I was all the dad Florida had. It was time to do the right thing, the dadly thing, and give her exactly what she wanted, what we both wanted. There was one of those cardboard party hats on the table, the pointy kind with the tinsel on top. I found a pair of scissors in the kitchen drawer and started cutting it. What are you doing? When I finished, I held it up for her to see. I'd cut it into a kind of crown. It was a bit rubbish, but it was a crown. I thought it would be easier to say this if you were actually dressed up for the part. I put it on her head and said, Happy birthday, princess. She grinned and said, You've still got to get me a proper present. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'll take you to space. We went back into the others. They were all standing around eating cake. I said, All right, let's get this party going. They all looked blank. They really didn't know any party games. I made them play Grandmother's Footsteps, musical statues, and this game called Fish, where everyone has a fish-shaped piece of paper and you race them by blowing on them. This went on for ages, because Samson too developed a very streamlined fish, which Hassan tried to buy off him, and Max blew so hard he more or less asphyxiated himself. And as it happens, I do know some card tricks. Dad used to teach me them sometimes when I went out with him in the cab, if we were waiting a long time on a rank. The other kids were all amazed and amused. Florida said it was her best birthday party ever.